Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our MEIOU and Taxes 2.01 playthrough with me, your host, Luckymarine, where we're just going to dump all these people on here. You can get modifiers for... Yeah, we've got Garrison outnumbered there, minus 20%. I know you can get Garrison vastly outnumbered or something along those lines. Which gives you even more. No, we don't. Alright, well there's no point in keeping you all on there then. More unrest. And this 10,000 we are going to send north and try to relieve this siege before it falls. Fighting in hills maybe? Nope, plains. What do they have in comparison? They have more discipline than us, but we have more morale. Hopefully they won't get to support them in time. They didn't. Do we have any defensive terrain around us? Woods aren't defensive terrain anymore. Woods and forests aren't defensive terrain. Hills are defensive, as are mountains. There's no mountains between Spain and Portugal. Is there not? There should be. Dunno. I will deal with them later. You're going there. Deal with them later. Again, forest, there's no penalty here. However, we've got these guys on no morale whatsoever. I will press the issue. Okay. And we've won the siege of Cadiz, which means we can bring these up north and stop you from being built. Are you going to split there? We might be able to squish these. How many do you need there? Just the two. Alright, the rest of you carry on. Probably know where you're going. Actually, you go as well. Ability to revolt again. Excellent. So, you've continued onwards. Aragon's war exhaustion is 6.3. Trastamaria's war exhaustion is 2.6. We should probably focus, therefore, on Aragon. Their war exhaustion is going to mean that their forts fall just that little bit quicker. Didn't realise that Navarro was in this. But now I do. Alright, we'll kick Navarro out. Well, we can't, but we can at least stop them from producing troops. And we'll bring you in as soon as we can. With the extra dude. No, you stay there. Let's build up a spy network on... We can't. Aragon. Alright. Where is the loyalty? Badajoz and Palencia. Alright. Well, I'll use these guys to go and deal with that. I wonder if the estates will give us manpower. Nope. Less nobles. Bolster our defences. More fort defence. Sounds like a good plan to me. Spreading the faith. What is this? Our efforts at bringing the Catholic faith to the heathens has not gone unnoticed. Among those who are pious, our standing has gone up. 1 legitimacy and 5 papal influence. Can we use some of our papal influence to do stuff and things? Prestige, legitimacy. Let's go for that. Well, Varmus has gone up by 6%. Good. Outbreak of heresy. Root out by force. Right, we've won the siege of Leon. Our education level, it looks like it's gone down. Just because we haven't been pumping enough monies into it. Damn it, Aragon. If you end up on Badajoz, I am going to pop these guys on you. Palencia. Where's Palencia? I know where Badajoz is. Where's Palencia? Sounds like Afterbirth. No, not capital letters. Palencia. Right. 6 in Palencia. Do I really need 8? Yeah, I suppose I do. How many have we got here now? Pretty much 6. However, yep. Alright, I'll use these guys to sit on Palencia. To get rid of the 6 that pop up. However, you're going to Badajoz. Unlucky. Oh no. Should win this fairly easily. We've got to squeeze them. And then jump on to Navarra. Get them done and dusted. Leave an extra one behind, as we should have done before. Step off the province. We don't have siege, do we? No, we just have 2 shot pips. Rightio. In terms of showing superiority, apparently we've done that lots. Aragon's up at 7.3 war exhaustion, which means the defensiveness of their forts is going to be absolutely crap. But still, we'll take... We'll test that out, actually. Where are siege ticks? 17-day siege ticks. No, let's go. Sort out our own country. You want to, as I pointed out before, you want to lower the trauma happening in your own country as much as you can. The Jews want to go home. For Jews, Israel was a holy land promised to them by their God. Despite having found new homes in places like Lucina, many felt a calling to return to the Holy Land. At times, groups of Jews would leave to take up new lives in Jerusalem. Yeah, they can go. Right, take back the province. You lot move out. What you want to do in wars is cause trauma to the other person whilst trying to protect your own lands. You want to be trying to drive up the other person's war exhaustion as high as it'll go. Whilst preserving your own manpower, etc, etc. Ability to revolt. Oh, come on. Oh, the thing about autonomy I was saying, probably in the last episode, money just doesn't disappear from the game. So, in our capital, the autonomy here, your capital can be owned by an estate, by the way. The autonomy is 16%, which means 16% of the money here that we don't get goes directly to the burghers. Now the burghers have their own little pot of cash. At the moment they've got 416 ducats in this little pot of cash that they have, and a ducat that someone's shaved a little bit of stuff off. I don't know. Is there a lower coin to a ducat? A ducat and a penny, maybe? A ducat and a few pennies? And their annual income is 75%. Now, 75 ducats. Now, 75 ducats is made up of, yeah, we'll crush them, is made up of the difference in the autonomy with the provinces that they have. So it is. With its 47% autonomy, they will get 47% of everything here. The tax, production, trade, everything from this province. And from this province. And from this province. All the provinces that are held by the burghers. And you add up all the autonomy in all those provinces and all the money that they get from that autonomy, and it's 75 ducats. But they will use this money to build buildings that the urban population can benefit from. So it's really good. I mean, you can leave the game running at a low speed, go to the toilet, come back after having a poo, and 3 buildings have been thrown up in your provinces. It's great. It is great. We have solidified our papal relations. Excellent. Same with the greater nobles. They have almost as much income, actually. They have their own treasury. Chances are they're going to build different things, military type things. You've got, for example, on your coastline, in terms of building docks and shipbuilding, you've got 2 separate lines. One is a military line and one is a trade line. The military line gives less tax income, but it gives you your naval force limit goes up, your sailor increase goes up, local defensiveness. Yeah. Chances are if this was held by a great power or lesser power, great nobles or lesser nobles, they'd be building defensive buildings there or military buildings. But it's not, because it's owned by the burghers. Let's go sit on this. I mean, we have ticking more score. Let's try and drive up the war exhaustion of Trastevere. There's no recognised faults here, so We should be good. No fort like this. This is a fort. You've got local fortifications, which is lesser nobles and greater nobles will build lesser local fortifications in order to protect the populace that they are in charge of. These are the castles, are the forts that the player is in charge of, that the player should be building and maintaining. So 50% local autonomy in Rioja. It's alright. It just means that the whoever the estate is in Rioja gains a little bit more money to spend on upgrading its province. Granada is claiming on us. We're starting to win these, which is nice, because in a bit we have to turn around and take you out, and we'll start going that way now. Leon, is there a river crossing? Castilla La Verja and Palencia. So we can come in from Zamora and not take a river crossing, so we'll do that. Nope, he's decided to step off it. That's fine. And the Genoans are here. The Genoans are here, everybody. Let's bring you back. We'll allow them to squish themselves on Genoans, maybe? Maybe not. Jesus lived among beggars and fishermen. Why don't you? Yeah, it's probably not what you want to say to Mr. Popeyman. Won the siege of Murcia. What is it that I have here? It's a War of the Two Peters. Do I need to get up to 100 in order to demand that they're... Is it a PU war? If it was a war for a personal union, I'd expect something here to say you're now underneath us. Oh, we'll just continue the fight then. Okay. Excellent on all fronts. Trastamaria War Exhaustion should now be starting to climb fairly rapidly. Let's start taking advantage of Aragon's War Exhaustion. Now the amount of loot that we've got so far will be held in our loot pool. So our armies are carrying 206.897 ducats worth of loot round. I wish that was rounded down. I don't need to know about the 0.897. I don't need to know about the 0.762 either. Just, we've caught it on 21 ducats. Our armies are carrying around 206. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with normal maths. I don't need a rumba style maths. I don't need all the tiny little numbers on the end. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Still. I think we can move you onwards. Papal State has entered their military alliance with our enemy Aragon, however, we were too far gone for anyone else to join now. Genoa, how are you getting on? Still high war exhaustion, high war enthusiasm. Excellent. Now, where are you going? Alright, we'll meet you there. Squeeze. Now I'm fine with just clicking those events away, as long as it's not going to be people rising up against us. I'm fine with just clicking it away. I mean, it doesn't matter if we read through it or not, it's still going to happen. There's no two options. Alright, looks like we've chased him away. I don't want to get too far away from our sieging stacks. They are quite fragile. I want to be able to support them, if needs be. And needs might be. Sorry, Genoa, we got you back. Winning sieges all over the parish. Love it. An emergency tithe. Facing extreme persecution from the Catholic faith, our heathen subjects have gathered together a special tax which their leaders offer to us if we will grant them mercy and allow them to stay in Castile. Alright. Policy of intolerance will be removed from Castile, lose 20 piety, gain 16 ducats. Because we're making use of this minority, we'll be unable to convert it for a few years. An expulsion of heretics will be removed from Caraces. Caraces? Where is Caraces? It's got to be near... Nope. Let's have a look at what that is. No, Caceres? Caceres? Caceres. So what have we got here? Expulsion of heretics. Local unrest +5. Local manpower modifier -50. I think long term, I don't know. In other provinces, you get minorities of, here we go, oppressed Jewish minority, which gives you local unrest, local manpower modifier, etc, etc. But in Caceres, we've just forced them all to leave. Large persecuted heretic minority. Everything is Catholic, isn't it? So there's no need for the missionary strength. However, 16 ducats is nothing. Losing of the piety. Morally, I'm like, it's fine, live and let live, you know, just everyone pray to their own individual spaghetti monster in the sky. But in terms of gameplay, I think being this close to the Muslim Empire, especially with the history of Iberia and pushing back the Moors, you'd want to push them all the way out of the Iberian Peninsula. So we're going to go with that, against my better judgment. But in terms of gameplay, I think it's the right decision. Do we still have... Are we still ticking? We are still ticking. We can gain 16 more. I think we might need 100 for whatever it is that the game's trying to push on us. But we'll do it with as little trauma to both our manpower and our country that we can. Are we ticking down or up? We're ticking up, but not by much. That war relief from the burghers is helping quite a lot. Winning more sieges. What's your war exhaustion? Is up at 9.7. Garrison is outnumbered. War exhaustion minus 30%. What are your siege takes? Siege takes are 14 days. Alright, we'll chuck an extra couple on you. Chances are they'll flip it to us anyway. And let's move you up as well. Didn't mean to do that. But we're invested now. That was a bit nasty. Letter from the Pope. Pope has sent us a letter requesting our assistance in spreading the true faith to the heathen inhabitants of Canaries? Oh yeah, Canary Islands. This could be an opportunity to expand our influence in these lands. We should bring God to the primitives. Of course, we have the Canaries. And the Canaries, I reckon, are probably not praying to the right God. Are they not? Canaries. Wait. We don't have the Canaries. Well. We get sent missionaries to Canaries, giving us the following effects. Missionaries are -1, yearly prestige goes up. We lose money. Go on then. For the shits and the giggles. We don't need all of you there taking all of that attrition. Although, what are your siege ticks? Siege ticks are now 10 days. War exhaustion up at 10. These siege ticks have gone down by a massive amount. Garrison tremendously outnumbered. -45. War exhaustion -31. It's worth, if someone declares war on you, or even you declare war on someone else, it's worth turtling for a little bit. Just defending yourself. Making your opposition lose manpower, until they start taking out loans, start driving their own war exhaustion up, and then counter-attacking. How many do you need? 4. Are you outnumbered? Not quite. Throw you on as well. Pope appoints a new archbishop. Good. No, our war exhaustion is starting to really rack up just from the attrition that we're taking. Alright, jump on there as well. Let's try to get through that fort a little bit quicker. Okay. And our cult level has changed to impressive. How much loot are we lugging around? 129 ducats has been carted home already, and we are carrying 374. Now, the more loot that your armies carry around, the less effective they will be. But let's grab you. The less effective they will be. Just think of it like a baggage train. It's going to slow down your forces. It's going to slow down your armies. Siege sticks, 10 days, love it. That should push us to 100% war score. We've got a relic. We can place it on display in Valadoid. I think it's Valadoid, isn't it? Or I don't know if it's pronounced like that. Build an appropriate shrine for such a holy relic. 4 prestige, and for quite a while local trade power goes up. I'll send it to the Vatican for a metric fuckton worth of papal influence. No. We'll build an appropriate shrine for it. It's only 15 ducats. What's 15 ducats between the religious? What the Siege of Tarragon? Isn't that a herb? And the Siege of Catalonia. Do we carry on, or do we just go home now? We can just sit at home and allow some of our attrition to come down. We will be starting to scare people around us. Weirdly enough. It's something called loot scare. If you aggressively loot your way through a country, then another country next door to you will look at it and think, well, that's a bit harsh. I don't know. The raping and pillaging is frowned upon, apparently. Who knew? Who knew? Anyway, we'll just sit here for a while. Let's do an aggressive consolidate. That's a little bit better. And a war exhaustion should start coming down. Yeah. You're a fort in the woods. Can we not? Oh, you come on. I don't know what this war is about. The War of the Two Peters, yeah, it's a show superiority war, but what is it over? Oh, it's just an insult. It's just a diplomatic insult war, isn't it? So I can't even demand land. Nope. Revoke cause. We could get them to revoke a load of cause, I suppose. War reps. Can't even vassalize them. Release. Can we get them to release Leon? If we went and occupied a fort up there, we could get them to release Leon. We could grab Leon and feed him the rest of Trastamaria. What about Aragon themselves? We could release... No. No, I need someone on the mainland. Okay, we'll hit Aragon and then we'll go and take a fort up here. Can I not just lump that into the what we're already doing? What? Why are you... How did I not see these? Right, we'll just get out here. Trastamaria will separate piece you out for the war reps. No, we'll white piece you out so that we've got the yeah, break that alliance. Break that alliance. No balls. Why not? Fine. We'll stay in this war. Why have you... Were these always taken by Trastamaria? They weren't always taken by Trastamaria, were they? No wonder our war exhaustion was going up. From attrition, yeah. When did they take these forts? Our tributary Granada. For many years we have overlooked the heathens on our borders, the Emirates of Granada, for they provided us with many pounds of gold every 5 years. In exchange we have agreed not to invade. Should we continue to demand on such project? Yeah, go on then. For the time being. Where suddenly has this come from? Even our capital is occupied. What bullshit is that? This is fairly bullshit though. What? I made a point of saying, keep your own shit good, and then fuck them up. And make sure that they don't take your provinces, because you'll just end up with war exhaustion out of your arse, and your forts will fall very quickly. And then suddenly, 1, 2, 3, both of them are recognised. My capital. You're not telling me that I didn't know that my capital was being sieged. That's not a thing. So why the fuck is it sieged? I'm going to have to go back and have a look at this. Anyway, I've been Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Apologies for the language. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, do take care. Bollocks.